We welcome you back here tonight on COEW Wrestling, and it is time.
And is for the Action Light Heavyweight Championship.
Well, I would like to take over from you. It is the COEW Wrestling Flyweight Championship match here tonight, with our winner of the 8-man Battle Royal last week, Tyler Bate, coming out first. Big, strong boy Tyler Bate walking down the ramp here tonight to get applause from the crowd, waving to everybody after putting in one hellacious effort. And we gotta talk about history real quick here, because like this match, although it is just a match that came from a battle royal, an 8-man battle royal, and now it's immediately a title match, you could look at its surface level as it just being that. But we got to talk about the history of Tyler Bate versus Pete Dunne. Tyler Bate being part of British Strong Style, being a part of Mustache Mountain. Tyler Bate was in a team with the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. Was a part of Mustache Mountain. Was a part of, you know, being close friends with the Bruiserweight that we're going to see fight later on. In the company with the 3 letters, they were in the inaugural tournament for the UK Championship in that company. And Tyler Bate won it by beating Pete Dunne. Shortly after, in Chicago, Pete Dunne beat Tyler Bate in one of the best matches of probably both of their careers, like the one that put them both like over with the American audience, being Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bate, and Pete won, and Pete then became one of the longest reigning champions in that year, and so on forth. And since then, they got back together, being part of British Strong Styles. They have fought against each other multiple times. They have teamed with each other multiple times. They are friends that can be honest and open with each other. And this fight right now, the Flyweight Championship being on the line, is one of those times where they are facing against each other, but they have so much respect for each other. They know each other inside out. They know what the strengths and weaknesses of each other are, and both have won against each other in many different respects. Pete might be more vicious, may use underhand tactics, may even like go the extra mile normally, but Tyler Bate knows how to cancel that. Tyler Bate has gone through the storm of Pete Dunne and has turned up at the other side holding gold and like holding on to the championships and defending them. So I can see right now Tyler Bate winning this title that Pete Dunne has held for such a long time. And likewise, I can see Pete Dunne beating Tyler. And now the Flyweight Championship on the line, being shown right there.
Introducing the challenger from Dudley, England, weighing in at 175 pounds, Tyler Bate.
Tyler Bate getting an introduction from the announcer.
From Birmingham, England, weighing in at 205 pounds, the Action Light Heavyweight Champion, the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne looking out at the crowd. Pete winning the title, like the championship match, immediately in the ladder match, like just faster than the entrances. Pete wants to keep this belt. He is dead set on making sure that nobody takes that title off of him. And honestly, that is a fair strategy. That is probably the best strategy that you can have whenever doing this. Just aim for the victory. And my advice to both men is that, like, you know each other inside out. Do not fall into the same traps that other people have before. And Pete Dunne lunging at Tyler Bate, not giving him a second to even think or breathe, just immediately going after him and targeting the arms, trying to make sure to disable the Tyler driver. Again, like I've said, making sure that they know each other inside out. You gotta have that double unhook, power, strength, using the arms to lift your opponent into the Tyler driver. And that's what Pete Dunne is doing. He is taking that away from Tyler Bate. And as you can see, like, Pete just going in as fast as he can, taking down Tyler, snapping the arms, and keeping Tyler Bate grounded. That is the way that Pete Dunne could get this match done. But as you can see, technical wrestling be damned, because both of them are equally matched, in my opinion, in the technical wrestling. They both went to the same wrestling school. They've both been trained in the British, like, grappling style. And Tyler now going to the outside and just launching Pete around, and the referee not counting yet, but there you go, there was a single count. I was about to question why the referee was doing fuck all. But we're now going into this, and we could have a new champion here tonight if Pete loses. And honestly, Tyler being the flyweight champion does fit. And now Tyler Bate looking for a submission on the outside. Submission holds on the outside will not count, but it does wear out the opponent. And again, the pump handle, bitter end, as it's called. Like, that move will probably be coming into handy. And again, it uses the arm strength. It uses having to be positioned. Has to use power in order to lift up your opponent. If you can't lift up your opponent, you are fucked in this sort of scenario. Because it takes out one of their best weapons. Pete, however, still managing to fight back in this, quickly dropping on the ropes, going after the side stomp to the leg tendon right there. Never stomp to the ankle. A turnover. Now looking to smash the knees into the canvas, probably right there. And the knees not doing so well. Quickly with a kick up. Tyler Bate throwing Pete into the ropes, duck down underneath, getting up, jump over, and a quick toss over the head. 1, 2, no, only a 1 count. Only a 1 count from 2 Pete. And you know what, that is fair enough. It's only just the start of this. It's only just wearing down the limbs of each other. But it is important to know like what limbs they are attacking, what like core muscles they are targeting, to make sure that they can secure the victory. Pete Dunne being thrown to the outside. And Tyler looking to hype himself up real quick. Looking backwards and forwards. Rebounding off the ropes before a suicide dive onto the outside. Driving Pete Dunne into the barricade right there. This is awesome by the crowd. This was the same chant that I had in Chicago many, many, many years ago. Tyler Bate was a champion in the company with the 3 layers at the age of 19. He won a whole tournament at the age of 19. Both men are older now. Both men are more experienced than they were before. So you've got to be thinking that this could be a good sign for Tyler. It could be a good sign for Pete, using the experience that they have got over. Quickly with a double underhook suplex there, overhead. And a good little bridge there as well for the pinfall. Using a British wrestling style, quick and secure in the corner to wear down each other. Making sure that each other cannot use their normal movesets against each other. Pete trying to go after the legs there. Using the ropes, referee could break it up there. Trying to damage them tree trunk legs, them power. Because like another thing was like picking up, you gotta have core strength. You gotta have the ability to stand on your legs. If you try to lift someone up for a powerbomb and your legs give out, then you're fucked. Like you gotta make sure that your limbs can't give out. So targeting different parts of the limbs, although I said that targeting your arms would probably be a great thing to start with. The legs are equally as important too. And a quick righteous DDT from Tyler Bate. Dropping Pete on his head. Pete needing to go for a breather on the outer side of the ring, trying to make sure that Tyler cannot just pin him off the bat, but quickly stunner over the ropes, taking him down. And Tyler going up to the top rope. Pete getting up on top of his feet. Tyler Bate doing a jumping crossbody to the outside. We already seen that move from the top rope to the outside can be really devastating from the height difference from the double stomp earlier tonight. Could this be happening right now? Going in for a quick grapple. Going out underneath, and Tyler Bate looking for an inverted Boston Crab move right here. Pete, while the back may be hurting a little bit more, it is still Pete getting out there in the 4 count by the ref. Both men need to get in the ring, and I think that is what Pete Dunne is trying to do. Quickly getting in the ring through the ropes and meeting Tyler Bate in there. Going around back, looking for a quick throw into the ropes. Going under, going over, and then never... Oh, a headbutt there! Just a pop-up headbutt from Pete Dunne. And Pete showing off into the crowd whilst Tyler Bate is in the lower part of the corner. Getting breath back. The referee stopped the running momentum. Could have brought Tyler Bate time there. The referee needs to get his shit together. That's not 2 times that this could have gone wrong. A quick punch to the nose of Pete Dunne in this back and forward strike, and Pete Dunne launching his own strike, and Tyler Bate outstriking Pete Dunne. That was a fucking gnarly. Oh Jesus, Pete is bleeding. I don't know if that's from the nose or not. Spiral tap down into the canvas, going in for the pinfall here. 1, 2. A kick out of 2. Pete Dunne is bleeding from those strikes exchanged. Tyler Bate with a quick flip, getting some of that energy in the crowd behind Mr. Tyler Bate. And Tyler Bate now looking for the airplane spin probably, but quickly Pete Dunne shuts that down. That doesn't look like it's bleeding from the eyes, but more of the cheek / orbital bone may have been fractured. We don't know, but Pete Dunne is bleeding as we are speaking right now. Underneath the hair a little bit. You can see that it's like a little bit of a splash there. Probably the cheek area being busted open from that shot with the hook. In that striking exchange. And again now Pete Dunne, anger being busted open. That blood fuels the wrestler. It gives you adrenaline. It gives you that surge of energy after being cut open. You can feel it, but also it drains you quickly. If you're bleeding too much, it's covering the eye. It will hide the face a little bit more than it needs to, and like that could be a bad sign. And now Tyler again getting into the corner, going in for an enziguri, and that is an actual busted open nose. That is in between the nose. I just seen that. It is very hard to like show it on camera, but like yeah. And wait a minute. Oh, Pete Dunne landing the better end. Not the better one, the better one, and beating Tyler Bate with it, using the big moves. Tyler Bate's nose is definitely fucked. And now we can see the cut, but Pete Dunne getting the win here tonight. Yeah, that looks like a cut either on the eyebrow or the eye socket, and it is bleeding heavily here tonight. But congratulations, Pete Dunne, for getting the win. And Tyler Bate putting in one hell of an effort there. But the Bruiserweight is still your flyweight champion.